You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. So, firstly, thank you very much for joining us. If you could just introduce yourself to our listeners and tell them a little bit about the organisation you represent.
I'm Juliet Gellatley, and I'm the founder and director of Viva. We are a national charity which promotes veganism, and that means that we investigate things like animal cruelty and show people the truth of what's going on. We promote the health of a vegan diet and look at the nutritional side. And we also look at the environmental impact of consuming meat, fish and dairy. And then the fourth big arm to us is helping people change. So we do things like run a big recipe club, the Vegan Recipe Club, 30-day vegan scheme, which thousands of people do. And we run festivals across the UK. So very active, busy organisation.
I was hoping you could next tell us a bit more about the reasons behind creating the Bring Home to Millions campaign.
Well, Bring Hope to Millions it's called Hope because she is a rescued sow. So I'd been filming on factory farms in Britain, and I was so sort of upset by what I was finding because it seems to be getting more intensive, not the opposite. That I just went to some friends who run a sanctuary called Dean Farm and said, look, can Viva rescue a pig? Because I just need to do something happy for a change with a happy ending. I really need to do this. And that was on the Tuesday. And by the Sunday, we'd gone to this farm and we rescued Hope. And she had 6 little piglets, 3-week-olds. The farm was closing, and he told us that was her 5th pregnancy. So this was the first time she'd ever been able to keep her piglets. And we took her to Dean Farm, and she did this amazing dance of joy, which was filmed and went viral. And it kind of all sparked from there, really. I decided that I wanted to do something much bigger for the wider public so that they could see the beautiful life of Hope that she lives with her babies, and contrast that to the life of what she would have had if she'd remained factory farmed, and to the lives of most of her brothers and sisters. And so the ad, I mean, it's only 40 seconds long, but it's obviously because it's a cinema ad, but it does this strong compare and contrast of the life of these 3 animals with the life of the vast majority of pigs in the UK.
And it's been really successful.
It's really successful. I mean, we only could afford to pay for the cinema ads by doing a crowdfunder, and it raised just over £100,000. And for us to get that amount of money so quickly, it was within a month. It's an astonishing amount for us, and showed the huge level of support from people across Britain who just really are against factory farming, no matter what their diet. And the ad sort of tells people, look, if you want to try vegan, this is the answer. Because what I found over the past more than 2 decades is that lobbying government, it doesn't really work. They're so set in a system, an institutionalised system that is becoming more intensive, almost by the day, whereas people, of course, can change themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I like working in Viva, actually, is because you can empower people to change themselves. You don't have to lobby the Prime Minister, or anybody else on this issue. You make the decisions when you take out your wallet in a supermarket of what you buy. So lots of people across Britain are choosing to go vegan. You're probably aware, lots of restaurant chains are changing. Things are changing very rapidly now, thank goodness.
Well, tell us a bit more about some of the benefits of becoming veganism.
The benefits are, from a health perspective, are that you are less likely to get any of the chronic big killer disease, because a lot of them relate to how we live our lives. So diet's obviously a big factor in that. So vegans get less heart disease, much less heart disease. Their bad cholesterol levels tend to be much lower. They get less strokes, less cancers. So a lot of the big killer diseases, and the other one that you're protected against to a large degree is diabetes type 2 as well. And vegans tend to be slimmer than their meat-eating counterparts as well. So it's a healthy diet. As long as you're eating, a wide variety of foods, obviously, it tends to be one that we thrive on and that you feel good on, you get more energy back. So it's just a very positive thing to do.
And do you think people have been responding by going vegan over Christmas and the New Year as well?
Yeah, they have. In fact, we had to set up a special page, viva.org.uk/Xmas, and put everything together for people because we were getting so many inquiries from people wanting to change specifically at this time of year. It seems this time of year seems to trigger something in people where they want to try something new, maybe want to try being compassionate. They're meant to do it all year, but they think, right, I'm going to do it now. And of course, then there's New Year resolutions. A lot of people obviously look to make a commitment to trying a new life that's positive for them. I think most people care about animals. I think actually most people in Britain hate factory farming. And it's just sort of a waking up to the fact that actually going vegan's a lot easier than people think. So why not give this a go? It's much better for animals. They don't need to die. It's much better for your health and the planet. I mean, a huge, huge third issue there. We can't keep ignoring the fact that we're destroying our planet through what we do to it. So being vegan's the kindest, in terms of our diet, the kindest thing you can do for the planet too. So it's just win-win-win, really.
Was there anything else you'd like to cover or get over to our listeners, or any useful contact details where they can find out more?
I think the easiest site is just going on the main Viva site, which is viva.org.uk, because you can search for anything on there. The 30-day vegan's on there. And the Vegan Recipe Club is literally veganrecipeclub.org.uk. And that's got almost 1,000 recipes on there. So that's really useful for changing. And for the Christmas one, it's viva.org.uk/Xmas.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out to talk to us here at BRFM Bridge Radio here on the island.
Oh, it's a pleasure.